Hi everyone, Emily Dean here at ISE 2022. We are at the end of day one. I'm joined by Ian Barnard here on the Sharp NEC stand. Ian, how are you?
Absolutely wonderful. Made it to the end of day one, so it's great to meet you.
Thank you. It's been a packed day here at ISE. I have been by the stand a couple times and it's just been packed. It's a beautiful stand. We're back in person. How does that feel?
I'm sure everyone's saying the same thing, but to be back in person, to actually see, first of all, colleagues, because I haven't seen colleagues for a long time, but let alone now we can see, of course, partners and customers, and I'm sure everyone's saying the same, but it's absolutely wonderful to be back in person, that physical, presence, that actual contact, brilliant. So it's great, and it's great to have ISE back, and of course in the new location in Barcelona.
Yeah, Barcelona's great. I've heard, you're right, I have heard a lot of the same from a lot of the other manufacturers that I've spoken to. But one thing that I wanted to point out of specifically Sharp NEC is this is the first time that we have seen the new joint venture in person for ISE.
Exactly. Again, people are happy you're back at ISE, happy to be Barcelona, but for us it's extra important because we brought together the visual solutions side, the display solutions of both Sharp and NEC to create Sharp NEC display solutions. It's the first time to really show it all together in one place at this kind of scale, so our ISE. So it's particularly important because we're bringing together these two great brands with their great legacy and heritage of quality and innovation. And it means that we now have the widest range of products in the industry. So it's not just on the Sharp side, we overlap with the NEC brand. On the public displays, on the FD side of things. But we also have projectors, we also have direct view LED, we also have 8K. So we have a whole mixture of products here. So it's great to be able to show that, show the products, show the range, show the history between the two, and it's fully integrated across the stand. And we've got people here from both sides, and it's really great that we can make these messages, we can talk to the customers, one company, but with two brands.
Right, and going back to that joint venture, it's like your weakness was Sharp strengths and Sharp strengths was NEC's weakness, and then coming together really just creates, like you said, that one brand that really does everything in the industry.
Yeah, they do complement each other wonderfully. On the Sharp side, we have a great history of interactive screens, a lot of interactive stuff, and also the 8K side of things. On the NEC side, you have a much wider portfolio, but also very strong in terms of digital signage as well. You bring it all together, it means that we can approach on our booth here, we break it into kind of segments or applications.
And you're showing 5 here, correct?
There's basically 5. Over that side of the booth, it's all collaboration. Again, I'm sure is a buzzword that many people bring up. But the way we're working today, different hybrid working, collaboration and communication across different locations is more important than ever. We have a great portfolio of a mixture of both NEC branded and Sharp branded. We then have education, further education is very important for us, and some of our projection products work for that. We also have control room, and this is where we have direct view LED and control room applications is particularly important. We have the 8K products, we're showing 2 here on the booth. Over this area we have a 32-inch, which is very much color management, which can be used for post-production and broadcast, also maybe medical applications. And on the outside you may have noticed there's a huge 120-inch, and that's just eye-popping. And then around the sides of the booth we have our retail and digital signage side of things and transportation, etc. So those are the kind of 5 areas that we're looking at in total.
It really tells a great story, and tomorrow we are going to be doing a booth tour so that we're going to walk around and showcase all of those application sections that you mentioned as well as the new products. We're also shooting product videos here at ISE, so viewers at home who weren't able to come or weren't able to make it by can see that stunning 8K display as well as all the other applications.
Exactly. There's a lot to see.
There is.
all of us have changed our booths because of the COVID restrictions, so there's a lot of space, but it really helps. Again, this is the end of day one, so it's a lot quieter. But earlier on, we were absolutely full of people here, and it's great to have the extra space. And the guys here, they will give you a great booth tour.
I'm excited.
Around. They're far more technical than me. They'll explain things in much more detail than I can, but there's a lot to show. And again, it's across both brands. So it's one company, it's one team, it's one direction, but with two brands underneath. And that really works well. And the guys here will be able to take you through all of that, and I'm sure they'll be able to answer any questions you may have.
I'm excited for that tomorrow. Ian, thank you for your time at the end of day one. Much success in the year and the rest of the show. If you'd like to follow all of our ISE 2022 coverage, check us out on social @RavePubs or go to ravepubs.com.